let's talk about the phishing emails. Back then, how we used to be taught in terms of detecting phishing emails, it was this sort of way. They'll tell you, you look out for some spelling mistakes, you look out for some grammatical errors, you try to look out for some unencrypted sort of domains. But I'll tell you, kaboom, with AI driven sort of phishing emails. And I will mention this also here. Phishing attacks are now being driven as a service. Someone is running phishing as a service. Back then, hackers, most of the hackers that were originating from countries like Russia, China, they used to struggle with English because they're not so much conversant with the language because of the monolithic sort of nature. Like they're not so much conversant with the language. So as they're writing their English, it could be having some issues. He uses a word or a tense that shouldn't have been used in some sort of way. But now AI is here, and that no longer happens in any specific way. Someone is in Chinese, and they're just telling a model, I want you to maybe convert this to this particular language perfectly. You're here, you can talk to someone in France using their native language. You're speaking French, and you even don't know about the language. But because of the AI related solutions, you're able to do that even in real time. We've seen these sorts of translations happening on new iOS models, Android sort of versions that are a bit newer, and the Google Pixels. I've seen that it is happening in real time. So imagine someone trying to sound like you, write like you, or like clone you in some sort of a particular way. And then they impersonate you and they do something that mimics your behavior, mimics your personality, and it puts you in a position that is very, very dangerous. So all these sort of attacks are powered now by AI. It is happening in just a few sort of clicks, and it takes a few minutes for it to be generated. You know, you would see models like Midjourney, Sora, Google's VO. Those platforms, they generate deepfakes that look so much real. You get. So I would literally tell you, it puts us in a very, very dangerous position if these same solutions are leveraged by the offensive sort of minded people.